the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Ingram.
Here.
Giormini.
Here.
Longbreak.
Here.
Tarango.
Here.
Carrico.
Here.
Approval of agenda additions. Anybody have anything they want to add?
Do we have to prove the absence of Cody?
Oh, yeah, we can do a
Because
motion
Cody
to
said he wasn't going to be able to do a school.
excuse
Excuse.
McCain. What do we just do them all?
Oh, day and two.
I don't care. Motion to excuse McCain and Miller then?
Yeah.
Oh, Miller.
Julie did tell me, so.
Second.
Motion-
Second.
so motion by Carrico, second by Longbreak. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Sorry, thank you. Agenda additions, anybody got anything? I would just like to throw in for under new business, discussion about the park walkthrough. So,
Where do you have to put this, and where are you going to put it in?
under new business, 8.
Oh, just in, oh, I see there.
So- So I'll make the motion to approve the agenda with the addition.
Second.
Motion Giormini, second Ingram, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Minutes of February 28th, 2022. I do have a edit under continuing business, B, Eastern Market. It says the board thought there would need to be at least 25 participants to offset the cost of the bus, and it was that the board thought they would need to charge at least $25 per participant to offset the cost of the bus, with a minimum of 48 participants? 44 participants, thank you. And that was all I had on that. Anybody else have anything they'd like to add? No? Can I get an approval of the minutes with the change?
Motion to approve the minutes with the change for the Easter Bunny, or Eastern Market.
Second.
Motion Ingram, second Carrico. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Chairperson's report, communications to the board. Well, we'll do the same thing we did last time, so that I can be acting chair for this meeting.
Make a motion that Mark Jamie will be the acting chairman for today's meeting, this evening's meeting.
Second.
Motion Carrico, second Ingram by a hair. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, guys. Also, we'll add in here, at this point, we received an email from a individual, Lee Wisnoff, about, he's been doing the street hockey games at the rink in Clara Miller, and he's expressing concerns about the cracks and stuff, about resurfacing the rink and seeing if we can get something done there. And I have brought this up with the administrator before, so I do know that they are looking into things, because this is also an issue at the tennis court as well, so.
In the basketball court.
Yep. The blacktops, yep. And then I know Andy's been looking into it and trying to figure out something, but you can't do all that in the cold weather, because it will not take.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll get some resolution on that, and this always helps to have something on the record. Other than that, nothing else there. Call to the public. Seeing as there's none. On to 8, new business park walkthrough. So as usual, we always do a spring park walkthrough. We can either do it, we got some flexibility, of course. We can do it before a meeting. We can do it a different day. We don't have to have everybody participate.
We were just discussing the next meeting as the day after Easter, so.
Yeah,
I didn't know if you wanted to do it.
to do it the day after. I mean, it's
I
my,
meant the walkthrough, yeah.
my bigger issue with it is it's still
Cold.
somewhat early in the season. Chances are the bathrooms won't be open yet, because
Oh.
it's right around when Andy might do it, because he has to wait until it's definitely past freezing and stuff like that. And then he's got to do a few different things to check the water. There's all kinds of paperwork the guy's got to fill out to satisfy all the requirements. So we could do it then, or we could push it out, but
Whatever you think is better. I mean, do you think we should wait till like the first Monday in May, or some day in May, for some day the first week of May? Would it be done by then?
I would, generally speaking, yeah, he usually tries to get it done in the end of April, so I think by May. And if the bathrooms aren't done, that's, I mean, they're a year old, so I wouldn't be too concerned with that as much as just the equipment and the rest of the park itself, so. But if we want to do it that first week of May, that way it's a little bit warmer, because I don't know if you guys remember the last time we did the walkthrough, it was vicious. So, and we could just target if we want to shoot for like maybe the 2nd of April or of May.
It's fine by me.
Yeah.
Okay, and what time would we like to do that? We don't have to do it at a normal meeting time, because it's just a,
My schedule's very flexible. I mean,
I
you
don't know
guys
as a matter
work,
of-
so we're probably more around the 3 of you that are in Diamond, 4 of you work. It's probably more important.
The week of April 18th, I know I won't be here, so.
We're talking about May 2nd.
so the week of, the first week
Talking
of
the week
May.
of-
Oh,
second.
sorry, I was reading this,
No,
yeah.
that's fine. So we could do it a little earlier if we'd like. And I know that Dave would like, Gilliam would like to join us,
Oh,
so
what's the,
he lives in the village. It's not like it's an issue for him.
so, I mean, I don't know, with your job, does 4 work? Is 4 too late? Are we talking up in the meeting to 5, 5:30? What are you talking? I don't know, it works best.
I could be by like 5:30 probably.
5:30 would be fine.
Would that work for you?
Yeah.
That works for me.
On what day?
Schedule it for May 2nd, Monday, May 2nd at 5:30.
Okay,
And we'll do the park walkthrough,
5:30.
and we'll list that. We'll have that posted too.
I'm gonna add it in my
So if
calendar.
there happens to be a resident who is interested, you're welcome to. And it helps to have, it's good to have Dave or somebody there. We had a Mike Conduct a few years ago, and that was helpful. So
Okay.
I'll let him know as well. All right. Continuing business, Easter Bunny Luncheon. Lori.
I was putting
No,
the
it's
time
okay.
in my book.
I know, we all have to. All gotta do it now.
I talked to Paige this morning, and actually since between this morning and a couple hours ago, the number has went up to 95 people.
Oh, wow.
Are signed up.
Wow.
46 of them will be children. Are you signed up?
I was the first one on the list.
You've learned your lesson.
I learned my lesson.
96 total. Was it 96 total? And we're at
95.
95 total, we're keeping it to 100, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so we can maybe take on one more family.
That's nice.
So we're sold out, let's call it that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'll contact Richardson. Hopefully we can get in the night before and pre-set up everything and start doing our cutting. And
Oh, you want to do that there on Friday night, everything right there? Okay.
that's, I think, what we did for the Santa.
What?
Did all our prep the night before.
We did the decorating, oh yeah.
And then we were in the kitchen doing
I was just,
I know you were in.
What time would work, so kind of tentatively put it down, or do you wait till talk to Richardson and let us
I'll
know?
just see when we can get in.
usually that's
Okay.
more like a 7 o'clock
7
kind of
o'clock.
thing.
Okay,
usually.
I'll just put tentatively. That's
Perfect.
okay.
And then I'm probably going to need a vehicle or two to get all the stuff out of.
Were you able to get into the,
Yeah.
okay, good. So
I can, I've got an SUV, so I can help.
Because about all the stuff I have to buy, there's no room in the pickup.
So just let me know if you need me to pick up at your house, or
Okay.
meet me at the, do we need to get some
Claire
things
Miller.
at the, yeah, Claire Miller.
Did the stuff you ordered arrive?
Yes.
Okay, good. I wasn't sure. I know it got shipped. I just know if it arrived. Perfect.
Are we going over Friday or just Saturday morning? Did I miss
We're
that?
doing it Friday. That's
Well,
what
Friday,
Friday,
okay.
and then an hour or two, I think, before on Saturday. just
What
to-
time on Friday?
We're probably, usually we do like at 7 or so, because we're
Okay.
going to close.
Yeah,
Okay.
we have to wait for them to close and.
So,
But we can-
we'll just wait for you to get it.
We'll see what, once you talk with Richardson and everything, figure out what your earliest
Yeah.
appearance date is. We can
Okay.
figure it out from there.
So that'd be April 8th would be doing the setup right now.
Correct. And then I think we'll need at least an hour on Saturday morning or Saturday-ish, because we'll have to get all the food out.
Yeah, get the food, I mean, we'll have the table set out and everything else, we'll get the food out, and Cody's got to get mentally prepared to be a Easter bunny.
He's gonna be the bunny?
That's what he said he would do it last time.
Oh, yeah, we talked about that last.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, that's gonna be great.
Good.
If, I guess Julie was going to ask Michelle, because remember, we have
Oh, yeah.
a signed blood
Yeah.
oath that she would be our bunny.
Yeah, she said she would, I thought she was going to say.
But didn't she have some, she's having some.
She's on vacation till like, she thinks a couple days before, so she didn't know if she would do it.
That'd be fine. As long as.
I wanted to
as long as you
secure a
do it.
bunny.
And then, yeah, DJ's booked everything too, so looks like we're good to go. Anybody else have anything else there? Because this will be the first real one in,
Couple
3
years.
years.
since 19. So,
Nice.
I forget what we did. That's how long.
Oh, well, that's what I asked about the eggs, and
Yeah.
I guess we did that before people came, not.
Oh, yeah, we thought we threw them all out there. And
You
then
did
some-
what?
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
put
the guy came
eggs
in and
out.
complained.
Yeah,
remember?
About the environmental impact of the
Yeah.
plastic eggs being out there. It's like, we got them, we know how many we got. So, yeah. So, okay, sounds good. Eastern Market.
So, we have 16 people signed up so far. That's
So we're a little short,
a little short.
but we've still got till, it's 30 days, right?
Yeah, so we have like 2.5 weeks.
So we got 2.5 weeks until,
I thought the flyer was nice, and it made loud and clear that, if, the money we paid and everybody goes, get it back, I thought, and then they would if there was another. But that was a nice job, doing the flyer.
When's the cutoff on the sign up for that?
It will be the 6th of April,
6th of April? Okay. Cool.
because they have to have 30 days, the bus company,
Cancel.
to cancel. In order to still get our money back.
Did you guys see it on the Wolverine Lake website? Did they
I
post
have
it?
not been online.
Okay.
I've just
I've
seen
not
it
been
in
on social media
emails.
in months.
Okay. I'll double check and I'll share it, or,
Okay.
if it's out there. So, just to get some people going.
Yeah, okay.
And I gotta sign up myself.
We should, I don't think we ever did officially release funds for this, so
Oh,
probably be a good idea to do that.
well, yeah, because we didn't know about
Yeah,
budget-wise.
so, I'll make the motion to release funds for the, budget funds for the Eastern Market bus trip.
How much do we want? Did we decide on 3?
Just budget funds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know if we had
I
budget.
think we do.
Okay, all right, that's a good.
I think it's the amount of $1,100 or so.
Oh, okay.
Second.
Motion Jeremini, second Ingram. Roll call vote, please.
Giannini,
Yes.
Ingram,
Yes.
Longbridge,
Yes,
Carrico,
Yes.
Schwango.
Yes.
Motion carries. Anything else there?
you can't go.
Pretty simple event.
Yeah.
Oh.
So then on to C, spring garage sale. I mean, I'll check with Paige, see if we got a flyer going soon or not. And then, otherwise, it pretty much takes care of itself. That's how it's going. I'll post it on the internets.
So does that get posted? I don't know, do they even have it in the Spiny Pond anymore?
It will. Sometimes they just pick it up, and post it for us too and stuff. But we'll usually give them a call and then post on Craigslist and things like that.
Okay.
So, yeah. 5K race. I got nothing. Diane hasn't texted me, so. I do know that she is contacting potential sponsors and things like that. And that's all I've got. And I don't know if any of you saw the interview in the Spinal Column that she did.
Oh, okay. No, I didn't. I
Yeah,
just
Spinal Column,
wrote that down as notes.
Who?
the Spinal Column.
Spinal Column.
And from the Spinal Column contacted Diane about it.
Oh, yes,
Wrote
I
it
saw
up,
that.
So that was
Oh,
good.
that's
Yeah,
cool.
it was very
Yeah.
nice, I did see that, yes.
So, a little good publicity there and everything else. And so, but
I-
apparently, I'm sorry, she did say that Benston Grill would be willing to be open in the morning and serve like mimosas and Bloody Marys, which I thought
Before
would be
you run?
awesome for the runners to have a sipper as they're going, but that's just me and how I look at the world. It's one way to wake you up in the morning. It's a good way to start a Saturday, Run 5K and have a drink. So I thought that was cool. But,
So there's that.
I will not be there. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I will not. So, but my sister Erin said she would volunteer in my place. So, we'll cross that bridge, but I wanted
We
to, I was
don't
going to let
have a
Diane know.
flyer.
I can help that one, I'll be.
I have no clue.
Okay.
I don't think so.
I'll email Paige after. And what do we need a flyer for?
Oh,
Well, Diane and her
Oh, the 5K?
Yeah,
Oh.
the
Pages, I'm
It's not
certain,
until Memorial Day.
Pages I'm certain is on top of it anyways, and
Yeah.
usually it's just, getting feedback from Diane and stuff, and what does she want to see on it this time, because it's a new event.
Yeah, there's no flyer probably made yet, and
Yeah.
trying to get that all organized, takes time.
Yeah. So anything else there? That's great from there. Tuesdays in the park.
All right, we have a few things. At the last meeting, I explained that we have the mobile recreation this year, but not on the road. But if you read this letter we just got from Dave, they're doing something kind of a replacement called POPs. And basically what it is, we have the option of having some different events here we can choose from. Now this POPs grant is good all year. So I'll talk about that in connection with it. But so far, what we do need to decide within the park, with just our Tuesdays in the park first, is that we have the dates set up for June 14th, July 12th, and then the third one is August, I have it written down somewhere.
23rd.
It's really
That's it,
fun.
Yeah.
you made it later. Thank you. And before we could submit this, we also had the opportunity for the bus, and we talked about the different options. We talked about possibly, you weren't here, but we talked about obviously, we could go to Great Lakes Crossing where there's an aquarium and Legos. We could go to the water parks, but the bus has to be used in Oakland County. We have free access to this bus, or we can go to the zoo. I contacted the zoo, and she got back with me, and they are starting the group rates this year, back up. So we can do group rates. I have a price break for 2 to 18, 18 to 64, and 65 and older. We just have to let them know and pay in advance, 3 days in advance. If we use a bus, it's a $12 parking fee for the bus, or if people drive, it's $8 per car. But I just need to confirm a date. We can pick a date, and they'll let us know whether or not it's available. And I asked if there's anything, we had to pay anything extra to go to the Penguarium, and she said, no, that would be part of it. So, if you want to do the zoo. So the whole idea is, I don't want to just make the decision, I think it should be a decision of the board. So those are our options, if we want to use a bus. We don't have to use the bus, but if we're going to use a bus, we need to get our application in for the other 3 events. But we can't, if we want to use a bus, we have to submit all that at the same time. Now, this POPs is different, I'll talk about that in a minute. But for our Tuesdays in the park, so far we have doing the festival, the climbing tower, and nature. Those are the 3.
So there'd be a bus to the zoo?
If you want, we can to the zoo or to Great Lakes Crossing or to the water parks. We can do any kind of event if we want to use a bus. The bus can be either 34, can hold 34, 41, or 44 people. And the 34 and the 44 allow for a handicap. You can get a wheelchair in that one. The 41 is a school bus. That one's different. But if you want allow for a handicap, we'd have to do either 34 or 44. But I mean, those are, if we want to use a bus, if we want to use any of those events, we just need to decide. Anybody have a
This
preference?
would be on a Tuesday, we would hope?
No,
to
not
do
to
it
say
any
Tuesday,
day?
this could be any day, we could do
Oh, okay.
a Monday through a Thursday. This is just to offer for anybody in the village, we can say, let's say we're
Got it, just
gonna
making
go
sure
to
I
the zoo for
understand.
the day.
Yeah, I just
And we
wanna make
pick a
sure I
day.
understand.
And it'd be someday in the summer, since the kids would be out, that would be the whole idea. And I think, I hadn't done this before, but I think at the last meeting, someone said, didn't they do Thursday before? It was kind of like, it was Thursday or Friday?
We did a zoo, well, we've done water park trips on Thursdays.
So,
Diane's coming, by the way. So,
what is,
Diane's on her way,
Oh,
just
okay.
literally. Picked
So,
up her phone, she texted me. But,
is it, anybody have a preference, or do you want to do the bus? Should we open it up for an event?
I think the zoo's.
I was gonna say, the zoo was fun.
I think
I
the
like
zoo
the idea of the
is,
zoo.
There was
yes.
one on there.
Yeah.
I think the
It was-
zoo's nice, particularly because the Penguarium's now open
We had
after
a
2
decent
years.
showing. too.
And, I mean, it basically is just a price of the admission, and it's basically $17 for people from 18 to 64. If you're 2 to 18 or 65 and older, it's 13. So basically, that's going to be the cost, because I figure we can pick up, the village could pick up the $12 for the bus.
Yeah, yeah. What's the, what is the number needed for the group?
Pardon me?
What's the number of attendants needed?
They have to have at least 15.
Okay.
Minimum of 15 for a group pricing.
Okay.
So my guess is,
It shouldn't be
we-
that hard.
you know,
I would like to have one of the handicap buses.
Oh, yeah, we should, definitely.
I do too. So either, we can go for either 34 or 44. And we can ask probably for either one. It doesn't say we have to be full to
I was gonna say, I
capacity.
don't know why they're saying that.
I think the smaller one would be better, because most, for me personally, I would drive, probably. So I think most people would want to drive to an event like that.
Do
That's
you?
just my opinion.
Because, I mean, what's the incentive though? Is
To
it
go on the
tickets?
bus?
Yeah, is
Oh,
the
the
tickets
people-
cheaper? Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yes,
I
because it's a
know.
group rate, number
Yeah.
one. But I mean,
Yeah.
they can drive, I did not ask about how to get their tickets separately. I don't know if I pass out the tickets separately.
Usually we have, when we bid it, the chair collects the tickets and then distributes them.
Right, so that would be by going the bus.
So
And
usually
if they-
we can make it the rule that, it's either the bus or not. You either
I
take
think,
the bus or you don't
but the
go.
whole idea too, think about it, they don't pay for parking then. And then the
Right.
convenience of not having to drive their own vehicle down
That's
there.
nice.
That would be the advantage of that.
Yeah.
So if they all just go on the bus leave at what, 8 o'clock maybe in the morning and come back at 3
I think we left at 9.
or something. I'm just kind
Yeah,
of, just,
Oh,
Yeah, and then we stayed, and then we left like at 3, so.
I like that, maybe 9 to 3, that give, you're not hitting rush hour traffic
And you
and,
get the whole day.
You still get caught a little bit, but it's not that bad.
right. And so it's just a matter of picking a day in
Yeah.
the summer.
I've never done a bus event here with the village, so I'm not too.
I haven't either.
I don't know how.
But I'd be
people
willing to
should-
let them drive for the
Yeah.
parking.
I agree with that, but.
Especially once especially if it's a hot day and like you've been sitting in the sun or something, and then
You
you're
don't wanna
tired and you
drive.
don't want to do it. Yeah, it's kind of nice.
Is there a difference in like cost between the 44 and the 34?
No, the bus is
Free.
free.
The bus
Oh,
is-
okay.
that's
The
how we're
Oakland
able to do
County's
this.
given us the bus free.
Then we'll take the bigger one. If we don't use the spots, we don't use them. If we use
That's
them,
Stretch our
great.
legs out on the bus, yeah.
Pardon me?
Then people can stretch out their legs on the bus.
Exactly.
Right. So that's, it doesn't make a difference. Those are the three, so, we'll have to submit it, and where Tabitha will and say, we'll just pick a date, let's just say July 12th.
Yeah.
That's the Tuesday in the park, so we're not doing it then, but, let's ask if we can go to if it's open at the zoo and see if we can get the bus for 44. It shouldn't be a problem
Yeah.
getting the zoo, because it's early right now. It's
Mhm.
early. She doesn't have that many.
Oh, I would think it'd be fine, yeah. I think we'll have
So it's
pretty
just a matter of
time.
us picking a date and
Yeah.
seeing if it's the availability with Oakland County to get the bus.
Mhm.
And we can ask for the 44 passenger bus first and the 34 second.
Yeah.
Maybe she can do that.
That would be fine.
Anybody I'd prefer if you didn't do it for about 10 days in July, 2 weeks in July, because I'm gone.
We can-
So either the first part of July, might want to do it then because of the 4th of July, maybe the first part of August or the end of June.
I can do the end of June and the first week of August.
do it the last week of June, maybe. That way it's still, because by the last week of August, it's
Yeah.
pretty hot.
Yeah, all kids should be out of school. Some schools may be going till the 14th, 15th, so that's,
But if we do the last week of June, it's a pretty
so,
good. I
we
think.
can do it, from the 20, we can try for, do you want to do it June 30th, that Thursday? Try
Sure.
for that?
Why not?
Zoo?
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay. Does that, are you fine with
Yeah,
that?
whenever for me.
All right, June 30th? I mean, I know you guys work, so if you can't make it, we understand that.
Do we have to have a second day, do you think it should be?
Hadn't thought about that. That might not be a bad backup for the bus. It's more the bus than the zoo that I'm
Yeah.
worried about. So we can ask for June 30th first.
You just wanna do
Or,
it the same
I
week?
might suggest, pardon me?
Just gonna say, you just want to do it the same week.
Or I was gonna say any day that, I was gonna say the 29th. I was gonna say put it to
within the
Wednesday.
same week, so that it's just
Or
easier.
how about the 29th, or the
Yeah.
30th, the first, make it a, and then
That
the
works.
29th, Wednesday would be the second choice. How's that? Okay, I'll get that submitted to Tabitha. And is everybody comfortable using the festival and the climbing tower for our activities for Tuesdays in the park? The other ones we could still do would be the inflatable. And I thought about doing the inflatable, but we're gonna have, I shouldn't assume, but I thought we may have inflatables again at the corn roast.
Probably.
So it's either the climbing tower to me was one of the biggest success last year. It was very
Right. Yeah, that was-
popular.
well,
So
it's
either the
different.
inflatables or the festival.
Well, the climate tower is different, so I think that's a good thing.
So, we can do the inflatables or the festival.
I think they're very similar, I think, honestly. don't think there's a big difference in terms of, I think it's just the
I can tell you what the festival.
Oh, you mean it's like a bounce
I
house?
thought it was. It's so hard to,
It was never, you cannot find information about all these things on one page. I had to go like 3 different sources. It was amazing. All right, for the festivals you have, it's called an Extreme Course 2. It's designed for 3rd grade and older. I don't exactly, some kind of an obstacle course. And then there's a tropical maze, and that's kind of for pre-K through 2nd grade, and that's what the festival is. Or there are 2 obstacle courses. All right, yes. So those are our choices.
So, yeah, that one, because you have the younger kids.
yeah,
and then the older
festival's
kids.
probably the,
So, yeah, the 2 obstacle course lanes includes inflatable rock walls. I think that's the one we had last year, was the real long one.
okay.
And you remember, maybe that, I think that maybe
The kids got
2 years
confused.
ago or whatever.
yeah, it has the rock walls, the tunnel squeezes and slides. And it's designed for any age. You want to just go with the obstacle course then? Or do you want to do the festival? I don't
I
care.
think I'll try the festival, see what
Okay.
that's like, 'cause I don't think
All right.
that seems different.
Yeah, that sounds
Okay.
fine to me.
Okay, all right, I'll submit that tomorrow to Tabitha.
Do we know what days?
Oh, that,
I mean, we have the days, but do we know which ones?
I was thinking of doing,
Yeah, I think it's different. It'd be nice to, try something different.
okay, we can do, if you want, like the festival in June, if you want to do the climbing tower, it's a matter, do you want to do the nature Mythbusters, one in July, one in August? It doesn't make a difference to me. I just won't be here for the July 12th.
Well, the nature one's usually during the day, because,
Yeah, that's all that would become, just like he sets up things.
Yeah, it's
the
real
table-
simple,
That's
it's real
all
quiet.
that's gonna be that day. I mean, I don't,
Yeah.
it's not a big draw.
it's real quiet. We
Was
usually
it,
give
you
out
said Mythbusters,
snow
is that?
And it's called Nature's Mythbusters.
Oh.
Nature's
Yeah, they bring out
Mythbusters.
like pelts
And
and
it's,
things, and they have a couple little live creatures sometimes.
I mean, unless we add, I'll talk about the pop grants with that. I'm being selfish, I would like that in July, because I'm not gonna be,
Well,
I'd
yeah.
like to be here for the climbing wall in August.
Well, normally, like, you invite the daycare, did you say, to come?
We did last time.
Oh, so you do it during the day instead of Tuesday in the park at night?
Yeah, we could do it at night though, but yeah, because it's usually.
See, that's what we
more
did last
subdued.
year.
Yeah,
We-
because we didn't have a nature thingy last year.
Yeah, we did. He had the table with all the
But we
skins
had-
on,
we had
but we
nature
had that
live.
on the road with it.
Yeah, yeah.
So, the other option would be add one of these grants, if we can get it. And I can explain that now, if you'd like. All right, what this is called POP grants, and this can be used anytime throughout the year, so it's not limited just from the summer months. That's a little different. So, the community hikes, when I read, wasn't on top of my list, or the expedition adventure, no, that was the other one. The movie night I looked at, the only problem with the movie night, they only do it on Tuesday and Wednesday evenings. It doesn't get dark here until 10 o'clock. And I'm thinking, anybody, like Molly with kids, she's in working. They
Yeah.
might not want to start at 10 o'clock
So,
at night.
I'm guessing they have a projector or a screen that appears clear with light.
Oh.
That's my guess. I know a guy that we were talking
Oh,
to
okay.
had that, so that was an option. The one thing with that is, it's obviously louder, and being very residential as we are, it can irritate some of
Okay.
the neighbors. Not that we can't do it.
Okay.
But, because we've always talked about doing a movie night, but it's always been very costly, and that was the problem. You had to pay for the
Right.
license for the movie, and all these other things, and it just got complicated quickly.
I think the movie nights, I was looking at these, I think that's hands down the best decision. Rochester, they do like a movie night similar to this, and a real estate broker that I know like hosts it. I've gone to it many of times when I was a younger kid, and a lot of people, it's good to socialize, meet people, for older group, and then for the kids too. I think it's good because they can run around, do what
Okay.
kids do.
I've never done one, so I didn't think about with the darkness, but we obviously could do it because we have electricity by the bathrooms there. So, I mean, they could put it with the screen, the back of the screen facing the south neighborhood maybe, and then where you have the cars parked, people can sit on the lawn in front. I mean, I think that would work, to put a screen, because there really aren't any, there's one little, if I remember, tree kind of in front of the bathroom, so there really wouldn't be any trees in the way.
No.
The other thing with So one, if we don't want to, there's two of them, we get two of these if we want.
Okay.
The other thing I thought this was an interesting maybe thought was the Ready, Set, Play. That's an indoor thing. And we could do that maybe if you want in fall, maybe we can get the Richardson Center. And there's games you do, it's called Battle Royal, old school games, or glow games. You can pick that, you pick one of the three. The other, where's my note? I have another note.
Well, last year we did with the Tuesdays in the Park. Because I'm looking at this expedition adventure. I mean, that
See,
seems...
that was the thing I was thinking, if you want to supplement one of these,
gonna
when
say
we do
we
the
could
nature,
tie that
you
in
could
with
do
the
the
nature show.
expedition adventure. And it has like, kind of, it's a 2-hour package, it's kind of like On the Road, what they did last year
That's what it
with the
sounds like.
crafts. It says,
Yeah.
station games, crafts, especially activities. And my thought was, do that when we do the
show?
nature,
Yeah.
because it'll give them something than just more having
Well,
that.
and we could do that, and then we can do that in the evening, which will draw more people naturally, because nobody's at work or
Yeah.
school or whatever they might be going on.
So I can,
Seemed like people enjoyed it too last year, the people that came.
oh, that was,
A lot of, it was great.
Yeah.
a lot of the arts and crafts went over big with these kids.
Yeah.
It did. So I can put that, ask for the, Tabitha, submit that for the night that we do the nature.
Mhm.
All right, in July
Yeah,
12th,
that'd be really good.
for one of those. Okay. And then, that, I don't know if we have to submit them both at the same time. I don't know. But those are my thoughts. So we can do another one, or I said we can do another one another time throughout the year. It doesn't have to be in the summer.
Well, did you want to do the movie though, or did, I don't
I'm
know.
open to a lot of suggestions. I mean, I've never seen them. I don't know how they
Yeah.
look in the light. I was just concerned about the.
Yeah.
In the
Yeah, like-
light, it's kind of harder. Yeah,
Well, yeah,
like
you can
it
ask
is.
them, maybe they have the special equipment or whatever.
Yeah, but a lot of people enjoyed it in the community. I know that.
I swear they had one at the park, but this was many moons ago, when I was little.
Yeah.
I could have swore we went to the park and took a movie.
I don't know. So,
Yeah, it was fun. I know when I was a kid, I really enjoyed doing that. You know, and the parents.
so
would
this,
socialize.
like all the others, is on first come, first served basis. So if we want one, we need to kind of ask for it as soon as possible. And I can ask, maybe we can submit the one, oh, here my other thing is,
Yeah, but do you have to do it like the other one? You have to submit it all at
Two
one
relations
time?
complete and submit the form for approval.
Yeah, if they're
I
paying for
guess as you
two,
might, that's my only concern, so we.
Yeah.
if they're paying for two, we should at least get two on there. You know.
I think we added two. So, or we can add one of the second ones to one of the other nights, either the climbing one or the festival, the obstacle course, the festival, the first one. Do that. We can just pick them, ask them to do it those 2 nights, add it to our Tuesdays in the Park. So it'd be kind of like having it on the road like we had last year.
Uh-huh.
But I mean, I just thought if you wanted to try another program, choose something indoors on another date, in October or September, or maybe that's.
They're all good.
I would wonder about the indoor thing, if the Richardson would be even comfortable with us doing
Yeah,
it in there,
so-
because it's not, like, it says gym,
Right.
which makes you think that they want to have kids running around. And
So,
that's not-
that- I mean, I don't-
There is the other room, but I wouldn't want to,
Okay, I mean,
I mean, we can try
trying to
to
think of
ask, but
something close by. I mean, I don't know where
Yeah.
we can get gyms and
unless we
things.
go to high school.
So do you want me to just try and add one of these on to one of our other nights? Just
We
ask for the
could do
two?
that, and that way,
What
if we
about
want to.
Orchard Grove?
We don't have a gym.
Oh, yeah.
No,
Well,
we
do we
we
need
only
a
have one
gym?
building now.
Oh, I didn't,
Yeah.
oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Do we, yeah, well, I mean, the one advantage of tying them in with Tuesdays in the Park is it's a little less hours of our days being, you know, we
I
call
think
it
it
so many
gives them
hours in
more
the day.
options just if they come, other than just having the
Oh,
obstacle
yeah, I
course.
think-
It gives them something more to do,
Well, I was
or more
thinking-
ages.
Which, I was gonna say, I think definitely the nature show with one is perfect. And then the climbing tower is, the only problem, the reason why I was thinking maybe the climbing tower is because you can only have 2 kids on the climbing tower at a time.
That might, then that's a good
So
idea. You
they're
can get a
just-
lot more kids going on that
And
obstacle.
then some of the kids are just a little
Festival.
too short, or they're just scared, they don't want to do the
Sure,
climbing tower.
that's
And
good.
this
All right,
way-
I'll add it to that
that's
one,
what I
and
was
I'll
thinking.
ask for
That's what I
those
would
2
think.
dates.
Just from my observation, I just remember the climbing tower day was crazy hot.
So what are we
Brutal.
adding, the
Vicious
movie
chaos.
night or the?
No, the Expedition
If
Adventures.
we can do, if we can use those, if we use that both times.
Two, we can do one each.
Oh,
We
we're gonna do
can do
both.
the Expedition Adventure twice.
Oh.
So we'll do it with the nature one and then the climbing
I
one.
just didn't know you could have the same one twice.
Yeah.
I do. So if with the gym, I'm personal friends with one of the principals at Walled Lake Central, and I'm sure if I approached him and said, hey, like, how do we make this happen, we could look into that. That's something people, what you guys thought of. I just wanted to throw that in there since we're discussing the topic. So, just a thought. I could
Yeah.
check if we wanted to, but if we want to take that route, we'll take just the route we just discussed.
I guess I wish we had more time, because I really would like to get the one added to this, that, to find out about the movie, like how dark does it have to be? And,
I
you know,
agree.
if we had
Yeah,
people
what time
know
they
of
start
places.
at it, you know, like all that.
We've got this for 10 years, it looks like. Going there, you know, they said
So
we're
maybe
making
we
this
could
stuff.
we could do
So
it.
we've got this millage going, we've got all these things, so if we want to just do what we got set up, make sure we get everything booked.
And then look into this for
And
next
then
year,
we've got-
other options?
Because literally, we got this today.
Yeah.
So we're really tight on time, and that way we could be,
All right.
for next year, when we have in our winter months, we know we've got to a degree, and we can, Mitch can contact his contact, and we can talk about the movie a little more too. And-
Okay,
And that way,
all right,
we know we're gonna have really great Tuesdays in the parks, and then
okay.
I think
All
that
right,
would
so is
be
everybody,
a little less stressful.
acceptable to do that, to have
Yeah.
the two for this year, do the expedition adventure and add them to our Tuesdays in the park?
Yeah.
Okay.
If we do it, it'd be the 14th of June and the 23rd.
No,
no.
it'd be July,
Oh, yeah, that's right, July.
it'd be July
In August, maybe?
12th and August 23rd.
Well,
Those are the two we do it with. Unless you want to put the nature one first. I mean, I don't care what dates we choose.
no, I just thought if we're doing the zoo trip
Oh,
in June, we probably wouldn't want, I guess it doesn't matter.
Oh, kind of spread
know
out
what
for
I'm
different.
well, I mean, the zoo trip, most of us aren't gonna go on that, so, I mean, it's more of the Tuesdays in the park, we need the hands.
Oh, I know. No, I know that. No, I was just saying, I was thinking you didn't want.
Don't you want to like spread them out, like maybe do the expedition, then the nature, then the
Yeah.
yeah.
That's what we're,
I mean, I thought you said do
No,
it on
the expedition adventure is they bringing crafts in.
Got it.
So, and if we do the nature, that's all it's going to be is a table with the skins.
Uh-huh.
And I mean, last year it was, I don't think that's going to draw very many
Yeah.
people.
even when we did it before, we would have maybe 20 kids show up, and then when we got the snow cone machine, we got more kids to show up, but still, it's just, it's a little dry.
Yes.
Kids get a little hyper
I mean, they also, see, this mobile recreation is also, people can do for, like come to your house, for the scouts can use it, activities, so it's just not,
Yeah.
see, all kinds of things. And if someone wants to bring a nature thing to like a Boy Scouts or a Girl Scouts thing, they can.
Yeah.
So, but we were using it as one of our Tuesday meetings, so. Are everybody happy? I'll be submitting
Yeah,
that?
I think it'd be great.
All right, I'll submit that tomorrow with Tabitha.
Thank you for all your research on this, Kathy. They keep making it more and more confusing every year with all these new things that are happening. Did you want to cover the 5K?
Oh, the 5K. So we're good to go on the 5K. I just have to wrap up just a couple things, I think. Just have to finalize the pricing, which I believe it's going to be $30 per adult, and I think it's going to be $5 for kids. Because they'll get the bubble run. Yeah. Well, and I'm limiting it, so 125 runners and 50 kids for the bubble run, for the first one, so we know.
What
We're
would
not-
be the age group for kids?
For the, everything I've been looking at is like till to 12,
2 to 12?
to 12, maybe.
Up to 12.
What, up to 12.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I noticed they had another one for the kids that are like 10 to 12 or 10 to 13. They have like a 1.5 mile
Oh.
run. But I don't think I want to do it for the first one. I want to keep it really simple to
And it'll be a
see,
half-mile
to
run
see
for
how
the
it
kids?
goes.
No, it's just like a 50-yard dash right for the kids.
For the kids, yeah.
Or just a 50-yard?
Yeah, for the kids, for the bubble run. But I think for the older ones, I'll see how this first one goes, and then if we have a really good turnout, then I'll look at expanding it to like 1.5 miles or something like that for the older kids, so. But right now, we gotta keep it simple.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just to see how it goes.
Yeah.
So everything's all set. I've got the race management company all set. I'm working on food trucks right now. I got to meet with Glenn or Mike at the Benstein Grill. They're going to open up the bar early for us. So if somebody wants any mimosas, I guess, or Bloody Marys.
Before and
Hot
after.
chocolate or
Yeah.
whatever, they're going to open it up for us. I'm working with them on that. So pretty much we're all set. I'm going to get with Tabitha tomorrow and just give her the final details so we can get the word out. We'll have registration. It's going to take 2 weeks to get the shirts, so I'll work that out with Paige and Tabitha tomorrow on the dates. But I think registration will be up until, let's see, 2 weeks. I'll probably do registration to the 6th, May 6th. And then we'll order the shirts. That'll give us an extra week in case they run into any glitches. And then we'll have, if we have leftover spots available, we'll do last minute registration. So, we're good.
Cool. Thank you.
And were we doing a charity or anything?
I don't know because I want to make our money back.
Yeah,
so
I couldn't
don't.
remember. I think
We
I
talked
mentioned.
about it. I think again this year. I think just our first go around. I think we're just going to keep it simple.
Keep fewer moving parts.
Yes.
Yeah. Any other questions there, anybody? All right, thank you, Diane. On to the summer garage sale. Yeah, it's not for a while. Fishing contest.
Nothing.
What are you gonna
We'll
be-
talk about it in May.
Are you want to be chair? So you're-
Yeah.
Okay, we at least
Yeah.
did that part.
Yeah.
so. Okay, yeah. Corn roast. We should probably set a meeting so that we can start digging in and really start allocating responsibilities a little bit, and then we can kind of at that point really figure out who's going to chair or not. I did happen to run into Kyle at Penny Lake, and he already brought it up, so nothing like having a person bring up to you something, an end of summer party before spring has even started. Make you go, oh man, it's going to be busy.
It's coming.
So, but I think it would be a good idea for us to sit down and really start going through everything. I will be confirming with the band so that we know that we've got them locked up and everything else too. But what, does everybody want to look at maybe doing an April meeting?
Whatever
April's
works.
Good. Remember, we got Easter late, the 17th, right?
Just
Yes.
not the week of April, or, the week of Easter. I'm not going to be here.
What about April 4th?
Sounds good to me.
I think that's good.
That works.
We'll
What
meet
time?
here.
Okay.
Yeah. okay, so
What
it's-
time works for everybody?
Open.
7.
7, still good?
Yep.
Okay. So we'll call that a corner.
Is April 4th here?
Yep.
Okay.
And I will let Paige know. So we can post it.
We'll be down here upstairs, do you think?
Oh, wait, is there anything
Probably
that,
doesn't matter. Probably down
why,
here.
they don't have a meeting on Monday, right? First Monday of the month, anything.
On the first Monday of the month?
Yeah.
I don't think anybody does. If they do, we'll meet upstairs.
Okay.
Okay.
And we'll probably just, we might just meet upstairs anyways, because that's usually. So we can start hustling on that one a little bit.
Man, this is great. We're getting everything planned.
Anything else there? On the holiday decorating contest? Yeah. Okay,
Phones
thank
for
you.
later.
It's next to Santa. Thank you. There's the Santa.
Not
Thank you.
there.
All right, on to L, new additions and additional events, blood drive.
No. Don't think we're going to meet the size requirement for what Red Cross has available right now.
Okay.
Just from me talking to them, so we could try and get the Richardson, but I don't know, they have to come in and like inspect it and stuff. So I wanted to, get everyone's thoughts on that, and I've never interacted with the people at the Richardson, so maybe get some assistance or have an idea of who to go to if the board wanted to take that route.
Very accommodating. I have Mickey's contact information if you want me to text it to you.
Yeah, and then I could talk to them and
Yeah,
figure
they're-
out what
They're
works.
very accommodating.
Cool.
Do you have an idea of when you're thinking of doing it? The summer, the fall, what your, I don't know how far advanced Red Cross needs,
I don't know, because I don't know when they can come in and do like the inspection stuff that they need to do. So I wanted to talk to the board and kind of get the best idea to route this now that, we're pursuing it, so.
okay.
The only thing is unless it's a weekend, right, Richardson would have to be at night, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so I could talk to whoever the contact is over there and get an idea on availability and because I'm sure they've got, people do weddings there all the time,
Right.
so, they have weddings on the weekends, so
That's what I'm saying.
kind of going from there. But, yeah, I mean, if I can get a contact, that'd be great.
Yeah, I'll text it over to you.
Cool.
This wasn't on the schedule, and I didn't see it listed, about getting shelving and stuff.
It's on here.
Oh, sorry. I saw new,
Next thing.
it's under pending business, okay.
So is there anything under new, any additional events anybody wants to tell us?
Yeah, I have been running across, I don't know what the name of it is, like crop shearing? Not crop shearing, but like if you need like produce, you have a stand where if you need something, you take it, or if you have extra, you leave it.
Take a penny, leave a penny.
Yeah,
I'm familiar.
yeah.
I've
I was
seen-
in Howell last week, and they had one sitting out in front of like the library or something.
I've seen it with plants.
Oh yeah.
People put out like.
Yeah, I think that would be a cool thing to have in the village. I'd have to figure out what it was called. Does anybody have any experience with any of that? I know they have a place on Milford, or on Wixom Road, like going into Milford. They have a big stand where people, have you seen it, Lori?
No,
It's really kind of
I was trying to think what.
I don't know, I
Wixom
think,
Road going into.
yeah, if you go on Wixom Road, like where that S curve is,
Yes.
before you get to the nature park, on the left-hand side, they've got a big stand, and somebody told me about it, and I went by there one day, and it was like really busy,
So it's
and they
like-
had a lot of food.
Like
Oh.
part of Proud Lake, maybe? I mean, I'm trying to think.
No,
wasn't
I know
Eagle
these
Scout
people
that
just
did
do
it.
it.
Oh.
It's just,
I know what
The
you're talking about.
homeowners do
It's
it.
cool, yeah.
I don't know, I just think it would be really cool for the village to have something like that this summer. Anyway,
Is there,
Where would we put it?
I'm thinking here, right? I don't know. I don't want to do it at Clara Miller. I don't think I'd want to do it there. I think maybe here at the village, it might be kind of cool place. Unless you could think of somewhere else, maybe.
Yeah, I think the village is probably the best
Yeah.
bet or something like that, because Claire Miller, there's
And the one
kids
in
and
Howell-
stuff.
It depends on how many people you have, about parking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the time you have the vendors or people who have it that want, and then those that come.
Well, they'll
and
just
want
come
it.
and drop it off. What they did is they had like a stand with like 3 rows, and they had little baskets, and they just had, things, like if you're growing something and you have extra tomatoes, they just drop them off and people take them. I don't think it would be a crazy busy type of
Oh.
thing. I mean, it could grow into something like that, but I think just locally, I don't know. What do you guys think about that?
I like it. I think it'd be finding, because with the village hall, like, you gotta come in and stuff, I don't know, like, but you don't want to put it too obscure for people to, like, not be able to participate in it.
I'll look into that a little bit.
But I think, I don't know, I know what you're talking about, like, I know the concept, I just don't know where, like, they're located between Wixom and Milford, like you're saying.
Yeah, and I mean,
Where's it?
I'm not thinking of anything that big,
Yeah.
but the one I saw in Howell, like, it
Or Howell.
sparked an interest in me, like, oh, that's kind of cool, maybe we should do something like that.
Yeah.
And like you said, plants even. 'Cause, hey, I gotta tell you, I hate to admit it, but I'm one of those that, I got a flat left over when I get done at the end of the planting season.
I just find places. I just dig random holes and put stuff in. So I have
All right.
random stuff going on.
But like if people need to split like hostas or split
Yes.
plants, daisies or
Yes.
cornflowers, whatever.
I'd like to get Debbie Malden back in on that part of it. If I could reel her back in. I don't know. Could work on her.
Plants would be cool.
Take her up to the culinary.
That's right.
So,
No, that's a
That would
neat
be kinda
idea.
cool,
I think that would
yeah.
be neat. That'd be a cool community kind of
yeah.
involvement
Yeah.
thing, for sure.
Because people do post on Facebook too, if they have
Yeah.
extras of things,
Right.
like come here, grab it,
Or,
like,
yeah,
free
and
tennis
so
balls.
Come to my random
Yeah.
house rather than here's
Right.
just like a community exchange. And then just
Yeah,
go
I even
there.
like that name, the Community Exchange.
Oh, look at that.
It's
Yeah,
kinda
magic
cool.
just
Yeah.
happened.
Just
That
did.
just happened.
The Lake Exchange.
Yeah, I like that.
I think it'd be neat.
All right, I'll look into it.
Cool. On to
It's a great idea.
pending business, shelving update.
Well, Carrie was, he was on board, but he is having shoulder surgery. So now I have to find somebody else.
Or we can just
Through the middle.
measure and buy shelves and put them
Because I was in there and all I kept thinking was,
We gotta get
we gotta get this cleaned up before June.
Yeah.
There's just random stuff everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, I still have that list that Julia
Yep.
I
with
do
the
too.
shelving, so maybe we just go that route because he's not gonna be healed for 6
Yeah, it takes a while.
years, yeah.
So what would be the process? Do we need to go to like Lowe's, Home Depot, Menards and get the exact price and then submit that to the council to get the funds released? Is that how
I
we
mean,
have
it
to
would
do?
be, get a fresh quote,
Yeah.
submit, and then say, and then you give some leeway, because again, pricing is just wild right now. And that way, and then we would submit you up to X number of dollars, and then we would not be making the acquisition, DPW or whomever would purchase them and install them, and things like that, so, and that would be the procedure. So, I don't think it'll be too hard once we find direction on that and everything else. but-
Didn't somebody just post something on the Wolverine Lake Facebook page about, oh, no, it was somebody else, never mind, that does, like, space planning.
I haven't been online.
Yeah, a guy I use, he's called the Burley Guys, and he does cleanouts for like houses and stuff like that, especially repos. And on his Facebook page, he posted the name of somebody who does space organization. Maybe I'll call him and ask, just kind of pick his brain.
Yeah, because.
Yeah.
It's not organized at all.
We're
Yeah.
talking about putting the shelf on the back wall.
Yeah, that back wall, and
Yeah.
maybe a couple along the side there, and then leaving some space for our doodads or whatnots, and the things that just don't fit on a shelf effectively.
To kind of put in the corner though.
Yeah.
We talked about like hanging some things too, right?
Yeah, putting some,
Stuff in the
like some
rafters.
plywood up on the rafters, and then, so we could do that.
Did we ever get the measurements for that room?
Do you have measurements?
Somewhere.
I have the blueprint,
The blueprint?
but I don't think it was accurate.
Okay.
Yeah, they said don't go by that,
Wow. Great.
because they must have made changes.
Oh,
Oh,
Which
well.
is what happens a lot when you get out on the field and like.
I don't want to cut up. So
I wrote down it was 17 feet across the back of the building.
That sounds right.
From
That's
when
the
Julia
average, yeah.
gave us, I
Oh,
have the
okay.
list here.
yeah, I happened to see the freezer too, that's why I was making
Oh,
sure we have to
yeah,
get it in by
right.
June, because you'll need it for
For
your
the
cups.
ice.
Yeah.
Whenever you guys need to move this stuff, just let me know, by the way. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah. So, yeah, we'll figure something out there. And like I said, council's aware, so. Anything else there? Okay. Veterans update, not much to report. We will be meeting, it looks like, in April, so see if anything new comes there, but everything's going well there. Beautification, from there.
Yeah,
Julie
I-
still keeps talking about some things still she'd
Yeah,
like to do.
I talked to Julie, and she said she still wanted to.
Oh, yeah.
That was one thing she.
And she can direct if she wants. She doesn't need to.
Should be good at that.
Well, she's hoping to get the portable oxygen, so she doesn't have to drag the.
Oh, yeah.
Amenia Park, nothing there. Grants update. Fitness equipment obviously is not really going to happen because we've got the grant. But in terms of the grant, it does look like we may have found a prime professional, the individual that we need to be our primary response with the DNR. And this individual did submit like a work summary of what he would do and everything else. So hopefully, it looks like we're making progress there.
Who approves those plans? Does any approval come through the village? Curiosity.
What do you mean? What direction? The plans of what?
For like the construction, or like putting together of the playground equipment itself.
Well,
Like,
we would draw them up, we would approve them,
Yeah.
council would approve them. and we'd have to
Council
sub-
approves them,
But we'd
okay.
also, but more importantly, and I hate to say it, but more importantly, the DNR has to approve them.
that's what yeah.
That's the,
That's
in
what I was
rea- in this,
asking, yeah.
this, in this partnership, they are the end of it, they are the last one, always, that we have to get approval from. They are the final ones, and if they don't, then you need to go back, because otherwise they won't match your spending, so,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because you weren't here last month,
Oh, yeah,
right?
you weren't.
No, I wasn't.
Yeah, I read through the,
You went through it all.
yeah, there's
okay.
a thick packet, it's interesting, and it's very, but it's very structured
Yeah.
to make sure that everything is, and there's a lot of procedure and steps, that as long as you follow it.
Because that was mandatory, right? You had to have that prime
Yes, you have to
professional.
have a prime professional, it's gotta be, they have to have specific job titles, potentially.
Yeah.
Like landscape architect or something in that line of work, and things like that, so, yeah.
I just, being on zoning board, you see stuff and you want to make sure things get done the right way.
Oh, yeah.
So,
So, yeah, this one, we definitely will with these, otherwise
yeah.
it wouldn't end well.
Right.
So, yep, that's all I got there. On to liaison reports, planning. We have a liaison council. We had a fun meeting. We recognized Ron Kruger as the 2021 Citizen of the Year. That was really cool. And then Police Department had some really great recognitions. The Life Saving Award was presented to Officer Celeste Castillo. She, last year, in the winter, got a call late at night, early morning, about a new mother and their child that she had left home. The mother was having some mental issues as well. And Officer Castillo drove around looking for her and the baby and found them a mile away, heard the baby crying, and without a doubt saved that baby's and that mother's life. So she was recognized for that. And then Officer Grunwald was recognized for all of his community service stuff that he's done over the years and everything else. So he was presented with plaques by the village and then by the, I think it was the Fraternal Order of Police. Village also hired Jim Fry as a Marine Patrol officer. He can also teach, so those
Good.
upcoming classes and things like that. He'll also be able to give Officer Grunwald some relief out on the lake. Village approved the cleaning of the Shank and Newport Culvert that is really filled with stuff. Hopefully that'll get done in the next couple of weeks.
Where at? Where's the culvert?
The culvert near Shank and Newport, the tube.
Yes, gotcha.
That desperately needs, where everybody gets caught, because there's like 6 inches, 8 foot of water is all that's left. Hopefully they'll be able to get that done before we raise the lake, otherwise it'll have to be pushed to.
What are they going to do there?
They're gonna take out all the material that's built up,
Oh, man.
and then put in some material, some netting kind of thing, type of material that will help to catch and prevent it from accumulating there.
That's good.
Again,
I've been going through that
so
tunnel
that'll
for
be-
years.
That's been something, I was gonna say, that's been something that's been talked about, and last year we didn't have, it was too late in the season, but they came back with the same exact quote as last year, so we were like, yeah, let's do this, so.
Sweet.
And then we did some purchases. We approved in-car and body camera systems for the police. The in-car systems were in bad shape and really old, and we do not have body cameras, but now we will. So we got those, and the chief placed that order, so probably in the next 2 months or so, our officers will have body cams. which will be great for any major situation that comes up. He's really excited about it too. So the technology's excellent. Also, speaking of the new patrol officer and us, we approved the purchase of a new police boat. That won't be available till, not this year, but will be available for the 2023 year. So it does take that long to approve. And then the purchase of some laptop computer systems for the police vehicles as well. This is all money that's going to be used from the stimulus package that the federal feds gave us. So these are all things that were in the pipeline to do at some point, but now we're just kind of getting them all done now.
Yeah, the boat, that's good.
And we are going to be doing some treasurer interviews next week, I think on the 29th. So hopefully we can find a resolution there for that. And then Dave updated council, Gillen updated council in regards to the price of the fireworks and all that. Prices have gone up significantly, so we will be having fireworks, but it won't be as big of a show as we've had in the past. Onwards and upwards, we're working on that too. But yeah, I think that was everything. So finally, last but not least, Commerce Parks and Recreation.
Okay. There's a lot going on. Let's see. The Bicentennial Park, kind of across the street area, they're getting ready to remodel. I'm not sure exactly when it'll be done, but the church next to the property will be tore down and that'll become some DPW building, and they took a survey over the last couple months to see what the community wanted and how many people in the area are using it. So that's in the works. You guys know about the extra driveway being put in Hickory Glen, and then the athletics group is going to put up flagpoles for the baseball teams. The buyers, or Friends of Buyers, they've approved their events for 2022. So they'll again do Art on the River, and that all the information's on their Facebook page. They'll do an Easter Bunny thing as well. Let's see. They already planned their concerts in the park, although I don't have the dates with me yet. But I think they're just 5 weeks from June through July. There was just 5 this time.
Excuse me, what park is that at?
Richardson.
Richardson.
Yep. And then Victory Park, which is the one off Wise Road, we have a grant application for to put in parking lot / pavilion, possible restrooms. So we're looking at, there's some trails in there, some nature parks. Eventually there'll be a dog park is what their goal is. So it's just right now trying to figure out what's going to work for our grant.
Is that where they put that, like, little parking area last year?
Across the street.
Yeah.
So on one side is Victory Park, and then the other one, I forgot what the name is.
Yeah.
It has a real name, but everyone just calls it Wise Road. But part of that, when Commerce bought that land, I think like, I don't know, something like 200 acres, something has to be left as nature, right? So they can only develop a small part of it, so it will never turn into something huge. It's just mostly walking trails. But then on the one side, the Victory Park, they're going to put in what they think is going to be like a 3-area dog park, so it can rotate. So you'll keep small dogs in one section, large in the other, and then you rotate them every couple of weeks. So we went over parking lot designs, possible bathrooms, right? There's different, because it's on a well, there's much to consider. They're hoping to eventually do pavilions, picnic tables, that kind of stuff to go along. So if you're there with the dogs or you're walking the trails. And then in the future, maybe, I don't think they want to put like playground equipment, but they talked about doing tent camping over there as well. It's kind of like long-term development. That's about it. We just got updates from all the athletics, you know, the Little League and the football and cheer, and that's all open, enrollment's going great, so far so good. All right, thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Comments from public? Comments from board members? Nope. I would just like to welcome, in case he's watching, Von Miller to the Buffalo Bills. He's not watching, but I'm very excited about that. So I hope he has a great 2022 season. And good things happen for the Bills there.
Yes.
Other than
Second that.
that's all I had to say on it. I'm very excited about it. It was a big deal. I did not see that one coming. Other than that, I will accept a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn meeting.
Motion
Second.
Kirko, second by Ingram. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, everybody.